and what we can do to help you in the case that you are in an accident. But also, like I say, we don't want to meet by accident. So I want to tell you about some resources and things that we can do for you that will piggyback on some of the things that Lori's going to talk about in her presentation. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Lori Montoya, the president and founder of BikerDown. Please give her a big hand.
Uh-oh, I lost my camera. Somebody got to straighten it out. Well, I don't have anything else to say. Thank you so much. I'm out of here. No, I'm kidding.
She just wants to get back to the casino. She's
No.
Like,
All right, well, first of all, my name is, as she said, Lori Montoya, and I'm president and founder of BikerDown. BikerDown was founded 12 years ago after being just like you and watching several of my friends go down and going through the process of going to the emergency room, seeing what they went through, seeing what their recovery is like, and seeing how they struggle. And so my goal at that time was, okay guys, who do I call? And my friends all looked at me and said, what do you mean, who do you call? And I said, are you telling me that we ride for every dog, cat, mouse, vet, this, that, and there's not a charity out there that helps injured motorcycle riders? And they said no, and I said, well, there is now. So initially I wanted to water your plants, check your mail, maybe bring you some food, snowplow your driveway in Denver, Colorado so you could get to the doctor. But what we quickly learned is, by listening to the injured riders and the bikers, is that they told us what they needed. Hey, I'm getting kicked out of the hospital. I need a wheelchair. So my first time I got on Craigslist and I was so proud that I found a wheelchair and I went and picked it up and I delivered it right there. So now BikerDown carries medical equipment. Even here in Nevada, we have a storage bin that has toilet seat risers, shower seats, crutches, walkers with the brakes. Thank you.
I was hoping they'd join me.
Oh, it's okay. We even have hospital beds. So that's a tremendous amount of medical equipment because so many people don't have health insurance. Even if you're part of the VA or anything like that, it takes them weeks to get you what you need. You can call BikerDown, do a help request, and we can have one of your friends meet us over at storage, and you will go home with a truckload of whatever you need at absolutely no charge. The only thing we ask is that you bring it back. So that's when you're in and out of surgeries and the hospital's moving to kick you out of the hospital to go recover at home, but you can't put any weight on your feet. You need this kind of stuff just to have your own self-respect and to have what you need. It also makes it much easier for families to care for you and things like that. So that's one of the things that I'm incredibly proud of. One of the other things that we do is I come with 12 years of experience and 14 years of paralegal experience in insurance defense. Now that doesn't sound very glamorous, but trust me, after that person hits you and they call home, they're calling their insurance company and they're trying to figure out by getting on your Facebook already how to not pay you. So I know that this sounds very profile-y, but if every picture of you on Facebook is a Bud Light and a Fireball shot, I promise you that even if your accident wasn't alcohol related, they now have an idea of who they want to present to the jury, the kind of person that you are. You're this leather-toting tattoo. So we always tell people to stay off social media and things like that. But it is very important that you seek assistance from a motorcycle attorney, such as Full Throttle, sooner than later, within the first week. Why? Because when you get in an accident, there's probably a video camera somewhere that we can secure the videotape. Meaning even if you get hit by a hit and run driver, the bank across the street may have a video camera at their ATM that might be able to get the license plate. That will help you with your uninsured motorist, and it will also help you hopefully get police to find the person that hit you. 9 times out of 10 though, when the person flees the scene, they either have a child support warrant and they don't want to go to jail, or they don't have insurance and they freak out and they leave. So we will get to, and so will Dazzlin, as to the need of having really, really good insurance. The other thing we do is provide a tremendous amount of emotional support, empathy. I have a vast years of experience of telling you how to keep yourself afloat. Hypothetically, a friend goes down, they're worried about car payments and things like that. They're going to be out of work 3 or 6 months. You can call your finance company, even your Harley payment. Tell them you've been in an accident and move 2 payments on the back end of the note. You don't have to tell them that you had a motorcycle accident. You can say, listen, I'm in the hospital, I'm going to be out of work. If your Harley payments like mine, $600 a month, I just saved you $1,200. Now you're gonna have to pay it on the back end of the note, but at least we can find some ways to reorganize your debt. And staying on top of your bills, meaning knowledge is power to creditors before they start spitting out, you're a deadbeat, you're a deadbeat, you're a deadbeat. So you can do that with your cars, you can do that with your bike payment, you can do that with your mortgage. Many people don't realize that if they log into their mortgage company, there may be a policy on there that if you get disabled or you're unemployed or something happens, they'll pay so many payments. These things are vital for you guys. I know we love freedom of the ride, but knowledge is power. Even your credit cards. If you have a high limit credit card that if you couldn't make the payments, it's gonna really hurt you. Sometimes getting that extra security on that credit card for like, what is it, $1 per 100 per month, having that maybe during the peak time of riding season, so that in the event you were in an accident or incapacitated or something like that, you're not having to worry about things. The great thing about this class is it puts you all in the mindset of, do I really have my stuff together? And I'm not saying that you don't, but there are things that you can learn to be prepared. You know, they say ride for the slide or slide for the ride or whatever it is. You know, you gotta, freedom of the ride is just no longer free. 50% of all drivers are driving without any insurance. And if they do have insurance, it's probably $25,000 liability only. That's not gonna cover your ER bill. My husband broke 3 ribs, was in and out of the hospital in 3 hours. His bill was $45,000 because every single motorcycle rider that goes in is considered a trauma. So they will do the MRIs, they will check the spine, they will check the head. And so you're gonna get, you know, a hefty bill, whether you have insurance or not. And so having those kind of coverages to understand that if somebody hits you that's uninsured, if you have crappy insurance, don't be upset when the person that hits you also has crappy insurance. So I always tell people, you really got to know, how are you going to stay afloat? Even if you have the residual income to keep yourself afloat for 3 or 6 months, not many of us do anymore. So doing little things can really help you not have to dive in to those extra resources. So emotional support, financial strategy. I will encourage every single person that's injured to get to a lawyer sooner or later. Why? Let them do the investigation. You're busy in the hospital, you're recovering, your family's stressed out. Let them go get the video cameras. Let them fight with law enforcement to get the police report. It costs you nothing, and they will do the legwork. If there's a case to be had, I know this firm and all my other sponsors will not leave a stone unturned to get you all the benefits that you have. So that's a little bit about BikerDown. Also, you know, have a living will. Have somewhere lined out what you want to happen in the event you can't speak or you're in an induced coma. And I know that this isn't the fun part of riding motorcycles, but these are our realities when someone have it. So having a file folder in a drawer that says in case of an emergency that your family can run home, grab it. It's got the declaration page. It's got, this is what I want you to do. Here's my passwords. Just having something, because if you're unable to speak or you're in some sort of incapacitation, your family will freak out. That's usually when someone tells them to call BikerDown. I talk him off the ledge and I say, okay, no one's kicking him out of the hospital today. This is what we need to do. And I will do a pretty intensive intake. I will be all up in their Kool-Aid asking them most of the questions that would be in that folder. So it's really important that you do that for your family. If you don't have a wife and kids at home, do it for the people that love you, that will go. Hal is a great example of someone that was in an accident in New Mexico, and there was a folder of everything that everyone needed to do, and so we were able to get him home. But more importantly, he took the time to make sure that it was easier for everybody else. So that's a little bit about BikerDown. The one thing I didn't realize when I started BikerDown was that motorcycle riders are asked to join a BAID, and you're asked to join motorcycle safety lawyers. Oh, we're gonna cut. Go ahead.
I just wanted to bring in Fish and the Babies Catering that did the tacos today.
Thank you guys.
If you ever need them, how can they find you?
You can just get in contact with Dazzlin, and she can get in contact with us. So we cater any type of events, birthday parties, anything you guys want.
And
I
they
want
do
the
other
Raiders
foods,
hat.
too. And they do other items as well, so.
Yeah.
like-
It was really good.
Thank
It
you.
really was.
Thank you guys for coming.
It was just enough, not too overwhelming, you know, it was just really just enough.
I'm in jail.
Thank you guys so much. All right, I'm sorry to interrupt.
That's okay, you're fine. So I didn't realize when I founded BikerDown that bikers were gonna be asked to be a member of HOG and Motorcycle Riders Foundation and your local group and a club and a BAID. And I mean, there's 27 things that every year you're asked to join. But BikerDown needed to have a membership program. So I wanted a membership program that provided real value. If you'll go to what I consider, I think it's page 3 in the black and white printout that she handed out. How many of you have roadside assistance on your bike? How many of you really know how far that roadside assistance will take you?
I do.
How many?
I have 200 miles, one time a year.
How many for you?
And then 100 miles, 3 times a year.
Mine was, I had 300 on mine, but it was a real special, thing.
Okay. The point is
Originally,
that,
I had 80 miles, so
yes.
it's not very far.
No. So we all ride to really remote areas. And if you don't know, like right now, if you don't know exactly what kind of insurance you have and you break down, what are you gonna do? You're gonna call and they're gonna send out some flatbed guy,
Who's gonna ask for you to help.
ask for you to help, and then he's gonna start dragging your bike up there, that your baby with your chrome and all the cool things that you've spent all this money on. For $35 a year, you can have the BikerDown roadside membership. I have partnered with a company called MTS, Motorcycle Transport Services. How many here know Stu in Nevada? Okay, Stu is a partner with MTS. So you're not betraying Stu by having the BikerDown membership, you're actually helping Stu. Because Stu has a contract rate to do with that. Everybody loves Stu, everybody wants a discount because Stu comes out. If you get the $35 a year membership, with BikerDown, you get 2 tows up to $300, and it used to be $150, but because we are growing, it is now $300. The one thing that I'm very proud to give to all of you is everyone here has an envelope. Thanks to Dazzlin and Full Throttle, everyone here today is getting a free 1-year membership to BikerDown with the roadside assistance. So, thank you. Now, how is that going to really help you is, let's say you're in Pahrump and your bike breaks down. That's gonna easily be a $400 tow. So what we would always recommend that you do is call the 800 number that I give you in that, give them your membership number, and they will send out whoever, hopefully Stu, probably Stu, or also Anytime Towing. And then you tell them, okay, I also have AAA, or I also have Progressive, or I have this. It's what we call stacking of roadside. So you will be able to be more out of pocket, but always call ours first, because that's gonna bring you a certified motorcycle tower. Also, the great thing about it is it's nationwide, even in Canada. So you're on your way to Daytona, or to a place in Texas or something like that, and you break down, one of the great things is that you are calling a certified motorcycle tower that's gonna come with the lift and put your baby safely away. So I'm really happy that you guys are gonna have that. We hope that next year you'll renew for the $35 a month. But as you can see, BikerDown only makes $11 a year on that membership. So it cost me $24. It will cost you $35, $11 goes into our accident fund. The next level of membership is our Roadside Plus. How many here at work can get Aflac? Good, no, that's awesome.
How many of you have Aflac or can get Aflac
At work. If you can get Aflac at work and you haven't gotten Aflac at work, you're now walking into open enrollment at work. Get the Aflac at work, because that's probably short-term disability, meaning you're gonna get 3 to 6 months of your salary, whether you were injured at work or not. And please, it's pennies on the dollar. It is one of the best investments. For those of you here that can't get that, you will not be able to get the accident policy with Aflac any less expensive than through BikerDown, through our association. It costs $35 a month. Sounds like a lot of money. Why am I giving BikerDown $35 a month? You're not. It costs BikerDown $27.69. On top of the $2 a month for roadside assistance, BikerDown makes $5.31 a month. So we're not doing it. You're paying BikerDown so that I can pay for your services. Why do you want the Aflac accident policy? Because in the event that you are seriously injured, I'm not saying it kicks in anytime you go to an ER, even not on the motorcycle. So you could be slicing and dicing at work and slit your hand, you go to the ER, you're getting a check from Aflac. If you're hiking in the mountains or whitewater rafting and you hurt your ankle, or you're snowboarding, you're getting a check from Aflac. Where it really is beneficial to us as riders is if you go down and you have a serious accident. So you take an ambulance, you're entered into the ER, you get $500 the minute you enter the ER. You get $1,200 once you're admitted overnight, which is a lot of times what happens. You're getting $300 a day in ICU. So you're in between surgeries and things like that. You're gonna be in ICU on a serious accident for 5 to 7 days. If you have another surgery, that could be 10. That's $3,000. Then you're in a hospital room, you're getting $150 a day. So let's say you're in the hospital for 14 days. Everybody here knows somebody that's been severely injured. Figure out the math. There's a little table on this sheet where you can start figuring it out. If you're in there for 14 days and then you go to rehab for 30 days at $100 a day, you're getting $8,700 from Aflac, tax-free money for the $35 a month that you're spending through BikerDown. That means we now no longer have to go rush to GoFundMe. How are we going to keep them afloat? So if you love your fellow riders, your family, this takes the stress off of them. And everyone here, if you tell me you can't afford $35 a month, you can't afford to not have this policy. It is absolutely on top of that. How many here have life insurance? Well, that's more than I've seen most people. It also comes with a $35,000 accidental death benefit. So if you were to be sadly pass away on the bike or skiing or something, your family's not going to worry how to bury you. So it's a tremendous amount of value. I know that at 59, if I went and called my insurance company today and said I want $50,000 of life insurance, it's going to be more than $35 a month. So it really is a tremendous value. The form that you have in this packet, as well as the membership packet, does have the AFLAC Roadside Plus in it if you'd like. And then on the next page after that just shows some of the other benefits. So that's just the basic ones. They give you money for blood and x-rays. I mean, it really adds up, and I don't want to waste y'all's time with that, but it really is probably one of the best things. I've been writing for over 12 years. I've never had to use it, but I'm really glad that when I really need it, it's going to be there for me. Last but not least, an insurance checklist. How many people here have full coverage? And I'm so glad that Jared's here. Okay, how many people think that full coverage is gonna take care of everything? I think you learned a lot about that today, is that full coverage really is you insuring your bike. I can't tell you how many people, I get 2 to 3 help requests per day from people that go, I thought I had better coverage. So that's why I'm saying knowledge is power. You really got to understand what kind of insurance you have on your bike and is it enough? And I'm gonna let Jared go into the different values and benefits of that. Also, many people, if you have AAA, maybe for your RV or your boat or whatever, you can have something called air ambulance coverage. Air ambulance coverage, one of the biggest misconceptions when you go down in a rural area, when they life flight you to UMC, is that your insurance is gonna cover your air ambulance. And it's absolutely the one bill that health insurance providers will not cover. So now you're hit by an uninsured driver, you don't have uninsured motorist, you have enough health insurance to maybe pay the doctors and things like that, and all of a sudden you're being presented with a $30,000 air ambulance bill.
Well, mine was 85.
Well, there you go. $85,000. And so those are the things that really stress you out. And then you do a GoFundMe and you raise $750 from the 5,000 friends that you know. So we have to take care of our own. We have to write our own ride. We have to leave here today and go have serious conversations. I tell everybody, do not call 1-800-INSURANCE, 1-800-PROGRESSIVE, or whatever carrier you have. Find an insurance agent here in your city and go meet them. Let them know what you have. They will tell you. If not, Full Throttle Law or any of our sponsors will do insurance reviews, because they don't sell insurance, they sue insurance companies. So they know what you need to have. I always tell people, when you call 1-800-INSURANCE, you're getting a woman working remotely in her kitchen, and her only job is to close you. Her job is not, insurance companies don't want you to get the uninsured motorist. That just means there's more that they have to pay you. So spend a little bit now for $250,000 down the road. But the air ambulance coverage, I pay $149 a year. So that even if I'm on a cruise ship, like Dazzlin and I are going on, and I get sick, I don't want to be in the Dominican Republic hospital. No offense. I want to be airlifted back to the United States. So there's a tremendous value in that. So all I want to tell you is I don't want to say BikerDown does this, BikerDown does that, but I can promise you that if you go down and you do a help request, I will step up. I will call you personally. I will do whatever needs to be done to help your family. And we always would love your support through our membership program. Attend our events. When Dazzlin puts an event up, many times some of the proceeds goes to help BikerDown. We are self-funded. No manufacturer, Harley Davidson, most of the dealerships, God love them, but they're not writing big checks to promote the fact that you might go down. So 93% of every fundraiser you go to every weekend is for events and charities outside of the biker community. There are very few charities that help the bikers. So we would just appreciate your support and letting people know. And I just really am so proud of each and every one of you for attending this class, because you will find that one time and you'll call Dazzlin or you'll post on Facebook, I knew what to do. I am not your blood and guts girl. But I know how to secure the scene. So God bless you all. Thank you so much, Dazzlin, for allowing me to videotape and do this and address this wonderful crowd of people. So thank you so much.
Lori, if you would tell, so you got, the membership fee bar right now is the one that gives you 2 tows a year, up to $300. Okay, that's yours. It's yours to walk away with.
Please fill it out today though, so we can get it into the system, because I've got those scheduled. I've got to upload them into the system. So even if I don't have your driver's license or your license plate number, just give me the make, model, year of your bike and put your membership card number on the form and give it to Nicole. But do that today so that we can get you guys, I can have it up by Tuesday if you fill it out today.
If you would like to convert it to the full membership, which is the $35 a month one that includes the Aflac and the $35,000 accidental death policy, so that no one has to throw a car wash and put a GoFundMe up to give you an honorable cast off funeral. Please, what should they do to make that happen?
Well, they can fill out the form and then just put interested in Aflac and we'll call you. BikerDown doesn't sell the Aflac. It's part of our association, so that's the insurance aspect of it. I must get the Aflac rep to get your personal information from you. So if you just have an interest in the $35, just write it on there somewhere and let Nicole know. Nicole back there, Smiley, and she'll get those to me, and we'll get our local Aflac rep here, Summer, to reach out to you and get you signed up. But it really is probably one of the best things. And last but not least, we've mentioned GoFundMe 3 times. GoFundMe charges very high credit card processing. We had a writer here in Las Vegas that raised $5,600. He got $48. At a time when you need.
8%.
Listen to me, guys.
GoFundMe takes 8%.
Yeah.
Yeah, and 50 cents a transaction.
Yeah.
Wait, he got 4,800.
Yeah, he got 4,800.
So 800 of it, or 700
Went to
of it.
GoFundMe.
$48.
Yeah, no. But I'm saying is that BikerDown has the same fundraising platform. It's called BD Fund Me. That is hosted by BikerDown. It is secure. And we charge 0% credit card processing. Now, a donor can donate the fees if they'd like, but we absorb 100%. So if $5,600 was raised for you, you go home with $5,600, and that's a portion. Those fees I still get charged, but they come out of our accident fund. So, thank you guys. I'm on a plane. I got to get home to my husband before the windstorm.
Any other questions for Lori before she got one minute?
Oh, yes, sir.
If you have multiple machines, you just pick one.
You can put all of your machines on there if you want to write them on the back. You know, the whole idea is just so that when someone calls, they, like AAA, they want to know what vehicles. But if you were even borrowing somebody else's bike and needed a tow, they would do that for verification.
Yeah, please put all 13 of yours down.
Can you get a what?
Once you guys
Yeah,
finish
you can
your
have that
form,
one.
Go ahead and wait.
Oh, Nicole, do you have any more of the packets? We must have skipped somebody.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you,
Lori.
my love.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Okay,
Have a safe flight.
No worries, Tubby.
so,
See you soon. Have a great cruise.
again, I'm
Oh, I will.
Dazzlin. I am one of the founders of Full Throttle Law.